So good morning everyone. Today, I'll be presenting about traditional learning. This approach has been one of the foundation of education for centuries, and in this presentation, we will discuss its definition, characteristics, advantage, disadvantage, and its relevance today. So what is traditional learning? So traditional learning is a teacher-centered approach to education. This means the teacher takes the lead role in delivering lessons while students mainly listen, take notes, and follow instructions. It usually happens face-to-face in the classroom using lectures, textbooks, and written assessments as the main tools. The focus is on structure and order inside the classroom. So now, let's look at the characteristics of traditional learning. Each of these defines how this method works in the classroom. So first, we have the teacher-centered approach. The teacher is the main source of knowledge. Students are expected to listen, follow instructions, and rely on the teacher's guidance, making the teachers the authority in the classroom. So second, we have the face-to-face interaction. Learning happens inside the classroom where students and teachers communicate directly. This allows for immediate feedback, discipline, and guidance whenever needed. So next, we have the use of textbooks and printed materials. Lessons and activities are based on books, worksheets, and printed references. This provides structure and consistency but may sometimes limit creativity. Next, we have the fixed curriculum and schedule. Students follow a set curriculum with specific topics and timelines. This ensures everyone learns same material but it leaves little room for flexibility. Last is the assessment through quizzes, tests, and exams. Students' performance is measured through written tests and exams. This assessment check what students remember but often focus more on memorization rather than deep understanding. Traditional learning also has its strengths in physical education and health. So first, we have the direct interaction with teachers. It allows direct interaction with teachers, giving students a chance to ask questions immediately. In PE, this means your teacher can immediately correct your form or movements, like when you're learning how to dribble a basketball or do proper stretching. In health, if you're confused about a topic such as nutrition, you can ask questions right away and get clear answers. Second, we have a develops discipline and structure. It develops discipline and structure which are important in building study habits. So, we have the example in PE. You learn discipline by following rules in games, being time for warm-ups, and respecting your teammates. And in health, you build structure by studying lessons in order, like learning about personal hygiene before moving to disease prevention. So third, provide a systematic way of learning. It provides a systematic way of learning, making lessons clear and organized. So in PE, skills are taught step by step. For example, you first learn basic footwork before advancing to complex dance steps or sports drills. In health, topics are arranged logically, like learning the food groups first before studying balanced diet and healthy eating. So last, we have the encourages teamwork through group activities. So it encourages teamwork through group activities, which helps students develop collaboration skills. So in PE, you play team sports such as volleyball or basketball, where cooperation and communication are key. So in health, we have the group discussions or role plays on topics like first aid or drug prevention allow you to learn by working together. However, traditional learning also has its disadvantages. So first, we have the less flexibility or fixed schedule. In traditional classes, students must follow a set schedule even if they want to learn at their own pace. So in PE, if the schedule says basketball, you have no choice even you prefer volleyball or dance. In health, you might have to stick to the lesson plan even your class wants to talk more about mental health instead of moving on quickly. So next, we have the focus on memorization over critical thinking or creativity. So traditional learning often asks students to memorize facts instead of applying them in real life. So in PE, you might be asked to memorize the rules of a sport but not get enough time to practice or think of game strategies. In health, you could be asked to memorize the food pyramid without learning how to actually plan a healthy meal. So next, we have the one-size-fits-all method. So in traditional learning, teachers everyone the same way, but students have different learning styles and abilities. So in PE, some students learn faster by doing the activity, while others struggle if the teacher only demonstrates once. So in health, some students prefer discussion or real-life examples, but the class may only focus on lectures and note-taking.
To conclude, traditional learning remains important because it provides structure and discipline in education. However, in today's world, combining it with modern approaches can give students a more balanced and effective learning experience.